Hi, Jason here, and this is the Cultural Breakdown. We got the launch of the new Marvel Disney Plus show, Secret Invasion, and the reviews are middle of the road, but I'm not really talking about the quality of the show itself. I'm talking about its other controversy that came up. Secret Invasion opening credits generated by AR, prompting backlash from audiences. So, yeah, they use AI art generator program and other things like that to create the opening credits for the show. Let me just show you a brief thing. This was on Twitter about the so this is what they produced for the opening credits, and yeah, it's kind of an interesting look. Not my cup of tea, but I really don't have a problem with the style of this. It just looks a little funny, but I think that was also kind of the man. Look at Samuel Jackson right there. Oh, that just yeah, but yeah. Anyway, back to the article. So the director of this kind of said he reached out to AI vendors. It was part of it. It was it just came right out of the shape-shifting scroll world identity. Yeah, so that's kind of why he wanted to do it. Scrolls are main antagonists from the show, so and they're shapeshifters, so we just wanted to have something like not quite human creating the images or whatever. So yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think that's okay. The revelation is prompting some backlash from audiences on social media, given that using AI presumably eliminated the need for graphic designers and animators to craft the opening credits. Yeah, maybe so, but like as it's shown, they used AI vendors. I mean, I've never heard of such a thing, but it makes sense that you would have a job that's basically people who work with the AI programs to kind of prompt it how they want and understand how to actually shape it and things like that. This argument is especially timely since the WGA is currently on strike after failed negotiations in their contracts include languages protecting writers against the use of AI. Okay, if the Writers Guild gets their way, it's not eliminating the use of AI in writing. I mean, I need to put that out there. What it is basically the people who use the AI are the ones who get credited as the writer of it. It's not like it keeps it from being used. So the writers will still use it. That's one reason why they have this language in their contract, is because they want to still use it. The language isn't about eliminating it entirely or not allowing it to be used. So if I'm going to be fair, that's how it works. And it's debatable who should get the credit over that, if it's them or the program, but whatever. I mean, I guess that's something worth exploring right now. But even then, I honestly don't really have an issue with them choosing to use AI for this. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of this style, but yeah, whatever. I mean, just looking on Google, this is some AI art images from this. And my whole issue is really, I don't get the problem with using technology. I mean, maybe because I came up using technology. I mean, I started my filmmaking in the DSLR revolution. So, I mean, I was like, yeah, digital cameras are great. And there's a lot of filmmakers who'd be like, no, you have to shoot it on film. And then this is saying like it takes the work from graphic designers and animators. It's like, well, do you have to be a graphic designer on paper and scan it into the computer? Do you have to animate it by hand drawing every frame, or can you use software to help with that too? I mean, I don't get where people say like certain technology in the art world is bad and other technology is okay. I mean, it just seems really arbitrary. I mean, are you going to say a painter is not a real painter if they don't actually get all the pigments grinded together with the solution to make the paint themselves and weave their own canvas as opposed to buying it? I mean, I don't really understand it. Maybe there's some argument to be made where AI just takes too much of the human element out of it, and I guess there's a argument to be made for that. But the thing about a lot of AI, or at least from what I understand, is there's a certain element of actual user interface to it, because you can't just say bring me this and it gives you that. I mean, it kind of does that to an extent. But if you're really trying to actually shape it into something that you want, it takes a lot more involvement. Not to mention, you do have to feed it images to kind of go by. I mean, and I guess that's the biggest argument against it, is they say it steals other people's artwork. And I can understand that if it was too much of a carbon copy. But if it's just sampling a bunch of stuff and then kind of using that as an inspiration for that, that's really no different than any other artist. I mean, a lot of movies, when they're doing the pre-production stuff, they have like boards of images from other projects or whatever, where they're trying to see like, this is the inspiration, this is the feeling that we're trying to get. So for me, putting those into a computer and saying this is what we're going for, that's really no different. I mean, like I said, if you're going to copy it too closely, then, well, yeah, that's just forgery, and that's something entirely different. But it's not just a problem with AI art, that's just something in general. But I mean, if you actually employ a bunch of graphic designers to create graphics or whatever and just kind of feed them in there, that's no different than, say, we're going to animate stuff by just having the animators do the keyframes or whatever, and then we just have like a bunch of low-level animators drawing the frames in between it. But yeah, I don't really have a problem with the AI or the AI credits. I mean, I think it's actually kind of an interesting idea to do this, and this is a technology that's here to stay. I mean, you can't really make technology go away. I mean, people try to do that. I mean, there was called Luddites in the past where they would break machines and stuff because they don't like the advancement of technology, but that's just what happens. So is it going to eliminate some jobs? Yeah, the automobile eliminated the horse and buggy business, but I mean, all it does is really just change the jobs now. So we'll see what happens in the future. Before, I mean, maybe I'm missing something here. I mean, comment below if you think there's something I'm leaving out, because I really am approaching this as someone who doesn't really understand what the problem with it is. I just see it as another tool in the arsenal. Maybe there's something else to it, but yeah, comment below, let me know. And if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.